Well, your favorite duo is back. Your favorite cousins are indeed back in action. Welcome to the Silver Boys Podcast. I am your host, Cam Silver.
And I am your co-host, Kyle Silver.
And Kyle, just when we thought, we were just chilling, you know what I mean? Like last week there wasn't really any big huge news. We were kind of just picking back off of what happened
like 2 weeks ago, yeah.
Exactly, with all the conference realignment in college. But then it seemed like, I don't know, all the other sports kind of got jealous and were like, all right,
it's time. They're like, all right, it's time to drop the bomb now.
Drop the huge bomb.
It's time.
I don't even know which one to start with, so
let's start with Harden.
Let's start with Harden?
Yeah, let's start with Harden.
Okay, so Saturday, the Philadelphia 76ers said that they were going to stop the Harden trade talks. Harden wants to go to the Los Angeles Clippers, and they tried to get that whole thing going for like weeks, almost I guess a month and some change now.
Yeah.
But then that just never like gained any traction. There were no realistic trade options or trade offers like coming through. So then after that, they were just like, all right, whatever, we'll just bring him back for a training camp. That happens in September, and 2 days later, James Harden is in China, and he's talking at a camp, and he goes on to say that Daryl Morey is a liar, and that he will never play for the Sixers organization as long as he is there. And if you didn't hear it the first time, he decided to repeat it and say it again.
He said it twice. He said it twice within 5 seconds of each other.
He doubled down on it.
That man, he got some serious accusations on him.
Something
That's
was
crazy.
promised. Something had to be promised.
Like, if you were there, if he's because apparently him and Daryl Morey was supposed to be like the tightest the boat is. Like,
yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Because think about it. He brought him into Houston.
In
Houston, he becomes, arguably one of the greatest scorers that the game has ever seen. Okay, so cool. The only thing missing there was a championship.
Yep.
He got up to the Western Conference Finals, all this good stuff. He didn't want to go. He wants to leave Houston, so then he forces his way out and goes to Brooklyn. Okay, Brooklyn doesn't
work out.
well.
Yeah.
Forces his way out of Brooklyn, and now he's in Philly.
And then now he's doing the exact same thing again. Third time's a charm. He's trying to force his way out of the Sixers organization. And for him to double down on it, like you said earlier, that is just, it's actually insane to me, because they must have had some type of conversation where Daryl Morey promised him something and said, like, all right, like, we're going to try and work you into something, into a better position, I guess. But I mean, to me personally, I feel like the Sixers is a great position for him.
Yeah,
like, you got
the perfect position for him.
You got a somewhat reliable big in Joel Embiid, and you got a young stud in Tyrese Maxey. You got Tobias Harris, PJ Tucker in them. So it's like, why now all of a sudden is it Daryl Morey's a liar and I'm never gonna play for a team that's ran by him ever again?
Yeah, like, where you, like in reality, this is what it is. In reality, okay, yes, you wanted your money, but let's stick to reality here real quick. You are not who you used to be.
Not at all. Not at all.
Like, not even close to who you used to be. So you sitting here trying to, I don't even know how to really explain it. You sitting here trying to force a way out and trying to do all this, that, and third. It's not gonna work. Because if Philly for sure doesn't see you as a long-term player, do you think any of the other organizations are looking at you as a long-term player either?
Exactly.
No, they're not. Everybody sees your stats. This isn't anything that's secret. It's not hidden. Like, we've seen you drop. What was that? That 40. What do you have? 45 in game one.
Yeah.
Against the Celtics, and then after that, you resorted right back to who you used to be.
Exactly. Like, we thought, all right, Houston Harden back.
Exactly.
That game one, like, all right, like, they can win. They can go as far as James Harden takes them. It wasn't even like we were looking at Joel Embiid anymore, because we know, like...
Well, we couldn't... Well, the reason why we didn't look at Joel Embiid at that time, because, one, Joel Embiid was hurt, so he wasn't playing in that game. But I feel like I was still looking at Joel Embiid the same way, because either way, Joel Embiid was still running that team.
Obviously, yes.
But James Harden obviously becoming, flashes of Houston James Harden is what was going to put them over the top.
Yeah, that was what was going to propel them.
all I need you to do for out of a 7-game series, just 4 of those games, I just need you to act properly. I need you to act properly.
You gotta act. He was not acting right, man. He was not. Aside from game 1, but then it's like, come on, dude.
It was a game 1, and then what was that, game 4 or game 6 or something like that? I forgot. It was one of the games where they were at home where he went off again, and they had somehow, some way managed to fight their way back and win that game, but then eventually lost in game 7. But yeah, no, it's just you don't have that thing anymore.
The problem with James Harden, in my opinion, too, is like, why are you trying to force your way out of so many good positions in your career?
Yeah, you have great situations. Like, I understand, maybe at Houston at the end because they were bringing in a young core. That makes sense because
at a certain point the team is gonna they're gonna have to revamp the whole team if said product isn't working.
Correct, and then you don't want to sit there and you don't want to be the guy where you have to sit there and rebuild and it takes another 3 to 4 years
to get back where you were.
Exactly, same thing, same position that Dame is in, type of thing. But then you leave Houston to go to Brooklyn. Brooklyn is literally arguably the best team assembled that we've just never seen.
Exactly.
Basically. We only got like a little baby sample sizes of them. That what they only play like 12, 16 games together.
If that.
And then even in those games when they all play together, they play very well.
Very, very well.
So
and it's not like James Harden was asked to do what he was doing in Houston either.
No.
He could have took a lesser role, and they should have won a championship. All three of them.
Easily.
Kyrie, James, and KD. They should have. But then no, James Harden doesn't feel he feels some type of way, and then now all of a sudden he forces his way out, and then like I just said, how do you put yourself in the same position 3 times though?
Yeah.
With 3 different teams. At a certain point now we got to look at you, not the teams, not nobody else, because you're repeating everything.
Yeah, and it doesn't make any sense for you to, even to keep going this way.
And why should it? A team is looking at you. Teams have been looking at you for the better part of like 5-6 years now, and they're like, he's just gonna come in, do what he wants, he wants his money, and then he's just gonna try and force his way out to find a better situation. What team is gonna want that?
And I'll go to what Kendrick Perkins said, where he said he wouldn't be surprised if he sees him out of the league soon.
Yeah, I get. And that's sad.
And it's sad.
That's sad.
It's very sad to say. It's very sad, but you're so sabotaging yourself for no reason. It reminds me of what Le'Veon Bell did with the Steelers. Like, I understood, he wasn't getting his money or anything like that, but you self-sabotage yourself. Then you go to the Jets, and then you don't really play. So, at the end of the day, yes, go get your money. I'm all for that, but also, you gotta play.
You gotta hold up your end of the bargain.
Yeah, you're not gonna get your money if you don't play.
Exactly.
I'm not gonna get my money if I don't show up to work.
And you damn sure not getting your money if you calling your owner, your GM, a liar, and all of these other names.
Correct.
That's crazy. When I heard that, like when I seen that, I was like, wait a minute,
bro. I got off work from Amazon. Kid you not, 6 o'clock in the morning. I get in bed, and I just look. I get the notification from Shams. I'm looking, I see it, and I'm like, oh, nah. When I wake up in the morning, when I wake up in the morning, everybody's in trouble.
Like, that was completely out of left field.
Oh, yeah.
Completely.
That was something where it's like, all right, well, right, they're just not going to trade him. Oh, well, who cares? If he's really disgruntled, then he'll be like, all right, well, I'm not going to show up and do this, that,
yeah, exactly. You're going to hold out. Yeah.
I didn't know that you just sit here and call the man a liar. Like, where'd that come from?
I don't know. Like, I'm perplexed by it, bro.
But no, it makes more so of the conspiracy theorists of the fact that, yes, somebody promised you something, and you're not getting it.
You're not getting it now. That's crazy. I
don't know, man. I don't know. That's business stuff.
It's business. It's business. Business is business.
But look, the what's it called? The NBA schedule actually comes out later today. they've already released like
I've seen like some games, yeah,
and like some of the opening day games. The inaugural in-season tournament, their schedule for that finally dropped too. Yeah, that's a lot to go through.
Yeah, we're gonna have to like dedicate another like own podcast.
And we'll do that probably like more so like down the road too, because we still got time. We still got about like what 2 months into the season basically. So we still got time for that. But the NBA season is coming up and it's coming fast, and
with a full head of steam.
Obviously, we have some disgruntled guys who want their money, who clearly don't deserve that type of money. Some type of money, yes, they'll get, but not that type of money.
Not that type of money. Not that Supermax. No.
She'll learn from Russell Westbrook, bro. You ain't getting that money again. But anyway, on to the NFL. So we finally got to look at some of the rookies from week 1. It's week 1 of the preseason.
Ain't much you can say, bro. I mean,
it's a rude awakening. I put it to you like that.
Yes.
Especially for like I put it for it's because I got the top 4 quarterback. I got the top 3 quarterbacks. Excuse me, that were drafted in front of me. So Bryce Young, who was 4 for 6 for 21 yards. C.J. Stroud, 2 for 4 for 13 yards and 1 interception. Anthony Richardson, 7 for 12, 67 yards for 1 interception. So it like a low sample size. Bryce Young going into Carolina. He has literally no O-line. The Jets were literally just getting through there with like no problem at all. So
in preseason,
yeah, he was getting manhandled out
there. That's worrisome.
And
that's worrisome.
I felt for him. He's gonna have to use his legs a lot.
He's gonna have to.
C.J. Stroud when he gets the Patriots. Well, with the first team Patriots out there with Bill Belichick, there ain't much you can really do. Especially with a rookie quarterback, I watched the first series, first or second series that he was on. Yeah, they were coming to get him. They were coming to get him.
Hey, welcome to the league, brother. Welcome to the league.
Plain and simple, they were coming to get him.
Bill was definitely like in the huddle, like, hey, get this boy. Go get this boy.
Oh yeah. C.J. Stroud had one where the cornerback had disguised himself. It looked like where he fell back off the route, but then he just came back and he jumped in and caught the interception. That was the interception that he did.
Okay.
But it's steep. I put it to you, it's more of a steep learning curve than a lot of people think it is.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Definitely. Like some guys, coming to the league and they're a little better off depending on who they have. But then you see guys all the time. Jalen Hurts. So many people were so down on Jalen Hurts, and still to this day for some unknown reason, still down on Jalen Hurts. When in reality, if we really want to talk about it, Jalen Hurts is top 3, top 5 quarterback in the league.
Oh, most definitely.
You can't lead a team
top 5, yes. Most definitely.
You can't lead a team to the Super Bowl and not be put in the top 5.
You can't.
In my opinion.
No.
I don't care who you have. He has a good team. I hope he has a good team. Gets to the Super Bowl with the team.
That's what I'm saying. Like what? No,
you know what I mean? It doesn't make any sense. But it's just looking at these numbers and looking at how they played and how the defensive coordinators are looking at them. Yes, they're gonna get a lot of different looks. They're gonna get tricked a lot. It's gonna look very, very, very sloppy, very unorganized. But
especially for those first couple weeks, it's you gotta learn at a fast pace, and you gotta learn like this. You want to drop up a dime.
Yeah, but it's good though that they're just getting a playing time. And I remember seeing guys like, oh shit, they begin to play time. Yes.
Oh, most definitely. You need those in-game reps.
Yeah,
like that adrenaline.
Yeah, because you look at someone like Trey Lance. Trey Lance was sitting behind Jimmy Garoppolo, and then they try to put Trey Lance in. Obviously he gets hurt, but from everything that I hear from their training camp and stuff like that from reporters, is that the team isn't really too big on him. So, at the end of the day, it's more like, I would rather if I draft a guy, I'd rather just put him in now and let's rock. Yeah,
because you gotta learn at some point, right?
Yeah, exactly. So, but I think, those guys will be good. They'll be fine. The rookies will be fine. Everybody will do good. But the big news, though, Dalvin Cook is a Jet, and Ezekiel Elliott is a New England Patriot.
Yeah, the second one I didn't see coming. Zeke to the Patriots.
Zeke to the Patriots. You know what's funny? They were in the conversation.
I seen the conversations, but to me it was just more about I didn't know that's what they were looking at. But it's a good pickup for them. Oh, a truly good pickup.
Yeah.
Because that whole division is gonna want to air out the ball, and Bill Belichick and them, they're just gonna ground and pound. That's all they're gonna do.
Yep.
It adds a different like landscape to that New England offense, especially if you got to protect Mac Jones now.
And then also think you got Juju that just came in too, and I forgot what other receiver that they have, but I know they have another like pretty good receiver out there too. But yeah, no, offense is okay.
Yeah, no,
right.
Offense,
defense is usually under Bill Belichick. Defense and special teams are always usually gonna be the pillars,
the focal point,
of the Patriots. But the offense, as long as they have a good steady offensive coordinator, unlike last year where they tried to get Matt Patricia to do it, and what's his face?
Joe Judge.
Joe Judge.
Yeah, that was stupid.
That was dumb. I was like, first of all, they've never been offensive coordinators ever in their lives. 1, 2, they both have failed head coaching stands.
Both of them. And then you bring them back. Why?
If I would have brought them back, I'm like, all right, y'all going back into the
season. Y'all were in before. Joe Judge special teams. Like, come on. No.
Yes, Patricia, you're going back to defense.
I got a bone to pick with Joe Judge, man. I got a bone to pick with him. I don't like him.
Hey, that's what happens when you decide to hire somebody that was a coordinator for special teams.
We're talking about the Giants for anybody who doesn't know. And when Joe Judge was the head coach of the Giants a couple years ago. Didn't like it at all. Even when they hired him, I was like, wait a minute.
I think everybody was like, wait a minute. I'll never forget Twitter that day, they was roasting.
The
comments was off.
Gosh, oh my gosh. No, man, thank God for Brian Dable coming in.
Yeah, yes.
Yeah, but like you said, Dalvin Cook is a Jet. I remember we were talking about that, and it finally came to fruition, man. So yeah, that's good pickup for him, especially since Breece Hall, coming off of that ACL.
Yeah, no, I like that. I like that, especially because if you've been watching Hard Knocks lately, they've released 2 episodes. On the second episode, they had joint practice with Carolina. And in that episode, during that joint practice, you could see that the offensive line clearly had trouble.
Really?
Prince's defensive line isn't even all that great.
No, not at all.
So for them to have trouble says a lot. Now, you bring in someone like Dalvin Cook, that could offset some things, especially for Rodgers. Rodgers doesn't have to become an official gunslinger. He could still, sit there. He can hand it off to Cook. When Breece Hall comes back, he can hand it off to him. I forgot. They got another running back. I forgot his name, though. I think Michael Carter.
Yes.
Yeah, Michael Carter, too. So.
Yes.
They have a good amount of running backs. They have a great wide receiving core. It's just the offensive line. Once the offensive line really comes together, then I think it'll be okay. Yeah. Around, I want to say I would give them around like week 5, week 6 for them to like really, officially establish who they are.
Like really gel together, protect Aaron Rodgers. Yes.
Correct. Yes. But other than that, no, that team is going to be disgusting.
That team will be scary.
Watching, like, I'll go back to the Hard Knocks again. Watching that crap, man, Quentin Williams, yeah, it was funny. He was like, man, I probably got 10 sacks out here already today. Yo, in one practice, but if you was watching it and you was really counting it, he was above. He was above like 6 or 7.
Oh my!
Like he was like they were putting double teams on him. He was like literally ripping through double teams, one-on-ones. You wouldn't even dare.
That's worrisome as well.
So the money that he just got, he earned it.
Oh, most definitely.
He earned it.
Okay, good for him.
So the defensive line, their line is tough. Everybody knows about their secondary, especially led by Sauce Gardner. Sauce Gardner out there guarding Garrett Wilson. It reminds me of like how my dad would explain to me how Deion Sanders and Jerry Rice were like going against each other, like 2 of the best going against each other. You know what I mean? And it's gonna be. I feel like it's gonna be the same thing with Sauce and with Garrett Wilson.
Oh, most definitely.
As long as they stay on the same team. It's gonna be another one of those where iron's gonna sharpen iron.
Yeah, and if I'm the Jets, like you keep those 2 together because they're gonna make each other way better. Like they're gonna make each other so much better.
Because Sauce is literally just gonna be another Darrell Reeves in my opinion.
Yeah, I agree. Their quarterbacks aren't even gonna want to look his way after a certain point, and he's gonna prove it. He's going to. That boy got that sauce on him. No pun intended.
Year last year.
No, he most definitely. That's why we talking about him now in the light that we are.
Yeah, no, he's for sure up there as one of my favorites.
That boy good.
I need you to do because I'm recording on our phone. The AP polls have dropped.
Yes.
Georgia is first, I know.
Georgia
Second
first.
is Michigan. Third, I believe, is Ohio State. Fourth is Alabama. Fifth is LSU. That's just off the top of my head. I think, and if I remember correctly, in the top 10, I know Florida State is up there. I think they're above Clemson.
I think they were too. From when I looked, I'm just trying to load it up here. Ain't no connection in here. But yes. Clemson not being top 5 is like, whoa, wait a minute, okay.
I mean, I kind of understood it after what we seen last year.
But LSU at 5, like you can't argue that.
Because they're bringing basically everybody back. It's just Jalen Daniels is coming back. Yeah, no, they're basically bringing everybody back. So yeah, no, I wouldn't argue. And then even people kind of had I've seen people trying to have a debate with Alabama and LSU. I say the only reason why Alabama edged out LSU is because they're going to be playing at Alabama this year.
All right, no, so check this. USC is number 6 because of course of Caleb Williams, and then Penn State at 7, Florida State at 8, and then you got Clemson at 9.
Florida State at 8, that's huge.
That's actually that's crazy.
I remember just a couple of years ago, they weren't even we were sitting there like, all right,
yeah,
what is Florida State now?
After for a real long time, I remember growing up, they were that team.
Exactly.
They were that team, yo. So for them to come fall off a little bit, but to come back and still be top 10 in the AP poll, that's big. That's big.
Also, I'm hearing rumors that they could be leaving in 2025.
Oh wow.
I don't know where though, but that's the rumor.
That's crazy.
So yeah, let's see. I seen Tulane is in the top 25. I think they're 24 or something like that. They played. Who did they play last year? I think they played. I think it was USC, if I'm not mistaken, in the Cotton Bowl that they played. Yeah, they played USC in the Cotton Bowl and they killed USC because Caleb Williams just couldn't go. I know Tennessee, I believe, is up there.
Tennessee, you got Oklahoma at 20. That's kind of big. Wisconsin at 19. TCU 17.
Trying to see what they got after last year. After last year.
Honestly, I don't want to see. I'm tired. I don't want to see it. I don't want to.
Why?
Because they got smacked, mollywobbed.
I mean, they played everybody else good.
And then you get to the last game and you get mollywopped like that. Nope. No sympathy for me. No sympathy for me.
It only seems like the only team that was really gonna give them competition was Ohio State, and they lost on a field goal.
You're right. Goodness gracious, brother.
But yeah, no. I like the AP poll this year.
Notre Dame at 13. That's good. Yeah, you said Tennessee was 12. I remember you saying that. Tennessee is 12. Yes. Yes. Yeah, no, I can't really argue with this AP poll list, honestly. It's a good top 25.
I know Utah's in there. But it's crazy how the Pac-12, I think the Pac-12 got 5 teams in there, 4 or 5 teams in there. It's crazy how they're just gonna be no more after this. One of the other teams that we haven't talked about that's ranked on there is Oregon State, and they still don't have a place to go.
No.
They're ranked 18.
That's crazy. They don't got no place to go for real.
I was like, wait a minute, they're actually good this year. And then Washington's ranked.
Washington, yes.
Washington's ranked up there. I didn't expect that because I've mentioned Michael Penix Jr. You know what I mean? Because I know how good he is, but I was like, I didn't know how good the whole team was. But all right, they got my attention. But yeah, no, this season is gonna be very interesting to see who moves up, who moves down. A team that I was surprised that did not get in is Colorado. I guess there is more so the fact that we need to see it before we can believe it. I think so. That's what it is too.
Yeah, I think they're going off of the reliables of who they know is gonna show up.
But I know if they're in the power rankings or whatever you want to call it, I know they're for sure in the top 30, 35. So if they get, because they play TCU first.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, so, that's a statement game.
Yeah.
For the first game, yeah.
So if Coach if Prime and them come out with a statement like and win against TCU, I think there's gonna be a huge problem.
Oh, most definitely.
There's gonna be a huge problem on everybody.
Don't let TCU get smacked again. I will come on here upset. I ain't even a TCU fan. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. Like,
I would say you Bama. Like,
yeah, Bama all day, every day. They need to be number one, in my opinion.
No, they don't need to be number one because whenever they're number one, they don't win.
You know what? You're absolutely right. You let them keep doubting my team, brother.
And I'll put it to you like this: everybody that I've listened to, like one channel that I do watch a lot, low key, is the SEC network a lot. I watch a lot of Paul Feinbaum because he's just,
Paul. Now in the South,
baby. He's the one, he does it all. But
yes.
From what I'm hearing, everybody's kind of like low key terrified of Alabama right now.
As they should be.
Because they just know. They know. Especially because you want to know what else it is too. So one of the biggest things that I kept hearing Nick Saban say this offseason was you're just trying to get back to the old Alabama ways.
Mm-hmm.
If you know the old Alabama like I do, watching from like 2009, that 2010, 2011, those teams, oh my goodness.
That's
like I've been watching clips like lately. I've been clips have been resurfacing of the 2011 Alabama defense team. That was one of the most aggressive defensive teams I've ever seen in my life. Like they're up there with Georgia.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
From the past couple of years.
Mm-hmm.
So I would be I'd be terrified because Nick Saban knows like Kirby Smart just went 2 in a row.
He's not gonna let him three-peat.
And it is funny because like we're not questioning his legacy, but at the same time it's like, all right, you only got so much time.
You only got so much time. What do you have to say about it?
Yeah, I think they got a lot to say. Especially, and I think they're gonna be better off this year too because especially they have more of a challenge this year with their schedule than Georgia does. Georgia doesn't really have much of a challenge until they see Tennessee, and that's not until the end of the year.
Oh wow!
Yeah, that's like probably like the second or third to last game of the season.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody else, I'd say the only other team to watch out for probably is South Carolina.
Yes.
Because of Spencer Rattler.
Mm-hmm.
From what I'm hearing, sources are saying that, he's playing like a man possessed. He's playing really, really good. If you know Spencer Rattler, a few years ago, he was like number one in his class. I forgot. I think it was class of 2019, if I'm not mistaken. Or 2020. I forgot which class he was in.
Mm-hmm.
But he was number one in the class. He bounced around a couple times, wasn't good in a couple places. But South Carolina, I feel like he's kind of found his calling.
Found his stride.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But that would be the only team that I would see on Georgia's schedule that could challenge Georgia.
Mm-hmm.
But other than that, not until they see Tennessee.
Wow.
So yeah.
Hey man, big things coming.
Yeah, no, actually, next week is the start of college football. I know Navy goes to Notre Dame. I know USC takes on San Jose State.
Mm-hmm.
And then, other than that, everybody else is kind of like little fillers in between. But, it's here.
It's here, brother. We here. We done made it. We done made it.
It's here. I'm excited. I hope you guys are excited too. I feel like we're basically at the end of the episode right now.
Yeah,
pretty good episode, I'd say. So it looks like we do have we have a camera here. So finally, so we'll see how that goes.
Yes.
And start chopping up clips and give you guys like the whole thing and stuff like that. And we'll just go from there.
Like I said, big things coming.
Yeah,
let's get it.
Well, thank you guys for joining in on us. As usual, appreciate you guys. I hope you guys had a good time just as much as we do every week. Spitting our game to you guys, talking our talk. Keeping the people knowledge on the game.
Absolutely, yes, sir.
But you already know. Till then, if there's any more news, you already know we are going to be the first ones to try to get it out to you. Other than that, see you later.
Thank you.